We're gonna miss some basics on the RDO. So right there is a great example of Cernunnos' passive. RDO is in melee range attack. We're gonna use our ultimate. We're able to get the pick onto the RDO. We're gonna try to focus up onto this Artemis. That is an ultimate from Artemis. We use our beads to avoid getting stunned. We're gonna clear this minion wave. She's sticking around a little too long. Mulan uses her pull. We're able to get the Artemis with R2. And now we should be able to get to this tower, no problem. What it do, skibbity boo? It's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Cernunnos as carry. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right and what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If you are a returning viewer, Cernunnos is a pretty safe pick. He's got some good damaging abilities, and he's also got a dash and a good team fighting ult. So let's go ahead and take a look at his abilities. Cern's 1, he's going to enhance his basic attack with the 4 seasons. There is Spring, which is green, Autumn, which is orange, Summer, which is red, and Winter, which is blue. The Spring is going to increase your physical life steal. It's on a scale of 5 to 15% as you level up from level 1 to level 5. Autumn Decay is on a scale of 5 to 25, reduced protections. The Summer Heat is going to increase your physical power on a scale of 5 to 25 plus 5% of your physical power. And the Winter Chill is going to be a slow that scales from 7% slow to a 15% slow. Cern's 2 is a line attack, and if this connects with an enemy god, reaches a minion, or reaches the maximum range, it's going to explode and spawn a damaging area. If it connects with an enemy, it's going to root them for 1 second. The damaging area that it spawns is going to deal damage every 0.5 seconds and persist for 5 seconds. Cern's 3 is a charge. He's going to dash forward, and he's going to dash through things. Does damage. It's a nice and simple ability. Cern's ultimate, he's going to cast a giant circle. After a second, any enemy gods that are standing in the circle are going to take damage and be turned into a wild boar. While they are a boar, they're going to be silenced, disarmed, and slowed. This ability is going to polymorph them for 2 seconds, and it's going to slow them by 20%. Cern's passive, his basic attacks deal additional damage to all enemies in melee range while he is throwing it. The additional damage from the basic attacks does not trigger any item effects, and it cannot critical strike. And it's going to be 25% of your basic attack damage. So whenever somebody's standing next to you, it's going to count as like a melee attack and deal an additional 25% damage. So one thing to note about Cern's 2 is that a majority of the damage is on the initial explosion. It's kind of rare that an enemy god is going to stand in your damaging circle for the full 5 seconds. We're able to get the root onto this RDO. We're getting some good damage. We dash in aggressively, 1 more basic, and we oopsed. We oopsed hard right there. We're going to fall back, and Artemis is able to get us. So right there, we got very aggressive and tried to dash onto the RDO, try to get the pick onto her. We were 1 basic attack away from getting her. Then Artemis stepped in, started body blocking for the RDO, and as soon as Artemis started doing that, we were in trouble. The minions were dealing too much damage. So we got aggressive, going for a pick, and we got punished hard for it.
Enemy missing middle.
At level 1, we're going to put a point into our 2. And then at level 2, you have the option of either putting a point into your 1 or a point into your 3. I put a point into my 3 just to play it a little bit safe in case the enemy jungler shows up or in case I feel like I need to dash out. Or dash in and die, you know, however you want to use that 3. And then whenever you hit level 3, level up the other ability. We're going to be maxing out our 2 whenever we can, maxing out our ult whenever we can, then our 1, then our 3. So we just hit level 3, now we are in the Spring stance, so we have 5% additional physical lifesteal. It's going to be helpful. We're probably going to be in the green stance a majority of the time. We're really only going to switch to a different stance whenever we are attacking an enemy god, I should say. And with these Cern skins, I really like the effects, so you can kind of see the green glow on this Cern skin. It's a nice little effect. I also really like the damaging ability, or the damaging area animation with all the little red trees. Pretty cool kit, pretty cool mechanics behind the skins. Right here, we're going to try to use our 2. It's where we connect with all the minions, get them with that initial burst, and then we're also getting them with the tick. Nike is just applying super high pressure. We're going to clean up wave. We're trying to farm up as much as possible. Wheelix is rotating in. We got a little bit of damage off, but we're just going to fall back, focus on these minions. And it looks like the Wheelix was able to solo that RDO. Good stuff by the Wheelix. So I believe we are playing with a full 5 this game, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to go pick up this purple buff real quick. And in terms of the build, we're going to start with Hunter's Blessing, and then we're going to be going into Transcendence. If we can fully buy Transcendence, we're definitely going to, because Cern has a dash. Not getting boots could put us in a little bit of trouble, especially if you're a character that doesn't have a reliable dash. But Cern has a pretty good dash, so I feel like we could get away with getting Transcendence before boots. Transcendence, whenever we first buy it, is going to provide us 35 power. It's going to give us 300 mana, 10 MP5, and it's going to allow us to start building mana stacks, and it's going to convert 3% of our total mana into power. So once we have it fully evolved, it's going to give us around 75 power, and it's also going to give us 10% cooldown. Right here, we do have our ultimate. If we could get a root onto somebody from our 2, we could probably ult them right here. Although ulting in tower is usually not the best. Loki's here. We're going to dash away. He goes for the RDO. We do have our ultimate. I don't know if we're going to do anything for her, though. Oh, we're going to ult this RDO, who is now one shot, but we got to fall back because we have 3 people and a wave pressing us. We have him so weak. I want to fight into this, but it's such a bad fight. We're going to switch back to our spring stance so we can start lifestealing off the minion wave. We might even feel risky enough to take on this Artemis all by ourselves. We're going to dash in, hit her with the root, try to body block her a little bit. We're going to use our beads. A little late on the beads, we got stunned. Oh, thank goodness we didn't walk in that trap. We would have been in some serious trouble if we got caught in that trap. So, just hanging out in the green stance, trying to lifesteal up. We do have enough money for Transcendence, so we are going to go ahead and backing and stacking. Nike goes in. I feel like Nike's just being super aggressive. She's not too concerned about setting me up or like supporting me. She's just kind of going in and doing her thing, which is alright. It's just a different play style I gotta get used to while playing in game. Right now, we're at the point where I don't really need anyone over here, so if Nike wanted to go do all that in mid, I'd be totally cool with it. We're going to go ahead and hit our purple. There's so many people over here, I don't think we're going to get any of the minion wave.
Your middle tower is under
Looks like Nike's backing. So right there, when we threw our 2 at the front of the minion wave, the explosion did not hit the back archers. Whenever the minion wave is still walking, you're going to want to cast to either the right or the left of the minion wave and try to have the maximum range right in between the melee and the archer minions. That way the explosion deals damage to all of them. We have our teammates coming here. We're going to go ahead and throw our ultimate. We're able to get an assist. We're able to get another assist. That's a double for our Wheelix. Our jungler is just going off this game. We got 11 stacks. We are trying to save up for some booties. We're going to get the attack speed booties. Ninja Tabi is kind of just my preferred option on most hunters. That Nike jump scared me, so I looked around, got ready to run, then realized that Nike was on my team. So we are able to get the tower. That's going to be a little bit of gold for everybody on our team. Nike is just dancing with them. We're going to go ahead and pull back. Hit these harpies. So their minion wave is probably right where they are. So we're going to come around the corner and hope that the minion wave will come as well. But Nike's going to jump over and get the aggro from some of the archers. We're stacking, so we're really focused on just the minion wave. Not too concerned about trying to get a pick that far up in lane. We have 3 levels on both characters, so even though we are down in terms of deaths, like we've died once, we have 0 kills, we've got a lot of level on the enemy team. We're going to use our beads right here, just fall back a little bit. We use our ultimate, get some good damage. That's the beads from the Artemis, so we're going to pull back a little bit. Nox is rotating in. We're going to have to fall back here. We don't really want to dance with this RDO too much. Awelix is here, so now we're actually looking to fight. We don't know where that RDO went. Awelix is still chasing her down. We're going to move up to the minion wave and try to lifesteal off of it with our 1. We hit the RDO and we also hit some of the minion wave right there. Not too terribly afraid to fight into this. We got some lifesteal going on and she's pretty weak. Nike is dropping our purple, so that's going to be some XP that we're not going to get. Loki, oh my goodness. You can't back in the middle of lane if the Loki is on the other team. That was just a silly mistake. Lazy back, and the enemy jungler was able to punish me for it. But we got enough money for our booties, so we got our Ninja Tabi online. That's going to increase our attack speed by 15%. Awelix comes in and is able to just destroy the enemy Loki. After going into Ninja Tabi, the next item we're going to pick up is Aussie. Aussie is going to give us 20 physical power. It's going to give us 20% physical lifesteal, and it's going to give us 15 flat pen along with 25% attack speed. It's going to have a passive. If we fall below 35% health, we're going to gain an additional 30% lifesteal for 5 seconds. This can only occur once every 15 seconds. So we have 20 physical lifesteal. When we fall below 35% health, that's going to get bumped up to 50% lifesteal, and then our 1 also has another 15%. So if we fall below 35% and we get that Aussie proc, we can have up to 65% physical lifesteal, which is a pretty nutty amount. We're going to see if we can help this Nike out. It's not the best fight for us, but we're still going to try to participate. We get our 2 off, and we're just going to kind of peel back, go for the minions, try to get some stacks real quick. So now I'm trying to tell Nike to go mid. We don't really need her over here anymore. We can just play it pretty safe. We do have our ultimate, but we don't want to use it without feeling like we're going to be able to get a pick for it. We're going to rotate to the red. Our team's crashing on them. We're going to dash through the Scylla. Loki is also here. Scylla goes down. We're going to use our ultimate. We're able to get the pick onto the Artemis.
More work for you to do.
Let's see if we can get this Loki. He's very fast. I don't know how much. And he blinked. He's probably gone right here. Nice. Awelix is able to clean him up. We get an assist for that. So we got 1 pick and we got 7 assists. We're just not getting the last hit on some of these kills. That and Awelix is just melting people before we can even get damage off.
Your left tower has been destroyed.
Between the Mulan, the Awelix, and myself, we definitely should be able to get Gold Fury. Since we are invading their red and we kind of won the team fight, we knocked out their jungler, their mid, their carry, and their support all got either died or got pushed back to base. So that left Gold Fury wide open. If it's just solo left, we don't even need to worry about it. That's a wide open Gold Fury. So we almost have enough money for Aussie. We need about 400 to 500 more gold. Go ahead and drop the Harpy. We are switching our stances a little bit since we're at full health or very close to full health. So some people might say, why are you building Aussie on Cern if he already has lifesteal? Well, if we get lifesteal on our item, that means we can switch our stance to something maybe a little bit more aggressive. We can start removing enemy protections. Oh, we're able to get the pick onto the RDO. Love it. We can start trying to slow them with the winter stance, or we could just do more damage with the summer stance. We are going to go ahead and back because we have enough money for Aussie. So the first relic that we got was beads, and that is because of our direct matchup in Artemis. Artemis can ult us, and we have to use our beads to avoid getting stunned. Our second relic is going to be Aegis, which is pretty standard for most hunters, but we're getting this specifically for the Loki. We're going to march back to lane. Probably should go for the minion wave before going for any camps. Our team's so far pushed up on the left side. So right now we are in the yellow stance, which I believe is autumn. Sometimes it's the colors are more clear, green, orange, red, blue. On this skin, I feel like they threw in yellow. So it's throwing me off a little bit. They have yellow as autumn, and then they have orange as summer. Mulan is rotating over, so we might have some support here in a second. We're going to miss some basics on the RDO. So right there is a great example of Churn's passive. RDO was in melee range attack. We're going to use our ultimate. We're able to get the pick onto the RDO. We're going to try to focus up onto this Artemis. That is an ultimate from Artemis. We use our beads to avoid getting stunned. We're going to clear this minion wave. She's sticking around a little too long. Mulan uses her pull. We're able to get the Artemis with R2. And now we should be able to get to this tower, no problem. We're going to go ahead and rotate out, pick up this purple buff. We got a little bit of the XP for that. Move with the Mulan. Go ahead and drop the red buff. Let Mulan pick that up. We rotate back right, and it looks like Artie is over here trying to fight. We're definitely down to try to fight into her. Getting some good damage off. So we do have top damage right now, even though Awelix is just going completely off. We're going to fall back to our camp to try to get some of that golden XP. The purple buff is going to increase our attack speed by about 10 to 15%. It's a small amount. And then it's also going to reduce the enemy protections if they're standing within a certain distance of us. After getting our camps, we're going to go ahead and rotate back up to the lane, which we didn't know our entire team was going to start pushing right. If we did, we definitely would have hung out a little bit. But with 4 people over here, we could probably make a play for this Phoenix. Love it. We throw our 2 into the wall. Our team's going in. We're going to see if there's anything we can do to support. We get pieced up by this Artemis. We're going to go ahead and dash out. Our team's still tussling. We get some good damage onto this Camazotz. Think about using our ultimate. We take some damage from the Camazotz. We're going to fall back just a little bit. Still ultimate. We got to dash out. She was aiming for us as the main target. Slow dashes in. We're able to root her. We're going to try to get some basics on her. We're able to get the pick onto the Scylla. We're going to keep fighting into this. We're going to use our ultimate. We're going to dash out. We were able to transform the Artemis, but we still are pretty weak, so we're going to want to fall back. We're going to see if we can lifesteal off of this camp. So if you see those orange numbers from your basic attack, that means that you're getting the bonus effect from your passive, the extra 25% damage. Wheelix is able to get the pick, and now I think it's time to fall back. Wheelix is going in. Can he get her? Yep, he can destroy her. After going into Aussie, we're going to be going into Rage, and we're going to start getting some crit online. Rage is going to give us 20 physical power, and it's going to give us 30 critical strike chance. Anytime we get a kill or assist, we're going to gain a stack of 3% critical strike chance. At 5 stacks, which is the maximum amount of stacks you can have, our item is going to evolve from 30 crit chance to 45% crit chance, which is an excellent start for going into a crit build. We kind of have some options in terms of crit after going into Rage. I am a fan of Wind Demon and Deathbringer. I don't think Rage is necessarily the best on Cern. I don't think Poison Star or the Shadow Steel Shuriken are really worth it unless you're going against a specific matchup. Oh, we're missing some basics today, boys. We're able to clean her up. She overstayed. We're able to get a little bit of a root and then just ult her. And the damage from the root and the ult were enough to get her. We're going to try to focus up on this Phoenix. Almost every lane is pushed right now. Bit of a team fight going on in the left. We should be able to get this right Phoenix. I don't think there's anyone over here to contest it. We're going to go ahead and clean up the minion wave. We're still not level 20, so we are looking to gain the XP from clearing minions. We're going to go ahead and rotate out, see if we can start pressuring middle lane. They have all 5 people up, so we probably need to be a little bit careful right here. We're able to get some good damage onto that Scylla. We're going to try to see if we can help our Wheelix out of here. All's good on the map, so we're going to go ahead and fall back. Maybe make a play for Fire Giant.
Stand in our way again.
Wheelix might need a little bit of help, so we're going to see if we can help her. It looks like we're not going to go for Fire Giant. We get our 2 off. Nox is able to get the pick onto 1. We use our ultimate. We're able to get the pick onto the Artemis. Loki went invisible. I think he's in the jungle. Nope, he's under the Phoenix. We're going to go ahead and start working on the enemy Phoenix. We're tanking for the team. We're going to switch over to the lifesteal stance, get that additional 15% lifesteal going on. Nox dashes into a Wheelix blinks onto the Loki, and they are able to melt him. We don't need to worry about any of that, we are just going to focus on the Phoenix. We're going to peel back a little bit. Scylla's here, that's a Scylla ultimate. We're just hanging out, trying to see if we can do anything to get our teammates out. We're going to dash in. Oh no. That dash was very aggressive. Luckily we didn't get too punished for it. We're able to get the pick onto the Scylla. I think we might be able to close it out right here. We start damaging the Titan. We have 4. They only have 2. Loki just respawned. Oh no, we used our ult and Camazot's ulted out of it. We just lost 2. I think we're going to have to fall back here. Loki's chasing us. We gotta run. We might be able to turn and fight on him in just a second here. We did get the root on him, but then he disappeared. We're going to go ahead and see if we can lifesteal off the red buff and then pick up the red buff.
Looks like we have a fearless
Mulan's able to get the pick onto 1. If Mulan's going to keep high pressure, we might be able to push in and get the Titan right here. This is pretty aggressive. And there goes over half our health, so we're gonna dash away. That is a ultimate from Loki. 2 basic attacks and he's able to get us. Little unfortunate. We should have backed. We should have backed a long time ago. We saw that the Mulan was healthy and we were like, yeah, maybe we'll fight with you. But we really should have backed, picked up a few items. So after going into Rage, we're going to go into Atalanta's Bow. Atalanta's Bow is going to provide us 25 physical power. It's going to provide us 30% attack speed and 20% physical penetration. It has a passive where if you get a kill or assist, you're going to gain the Atalanta's haste or hasten, some kind of Atalanta's buff. And that is going to increase your attack speed by 20%, and it's going to decrease the movement speed penalty you get from backstrafing, moving side to side, by 40%. So it's going to make you a little bit faster, it's going to increase your attack speed, but we're really getting this item for that 20% physical penetration. We are going to go ahead and push up middle lane. Looks like our teammates are going to be able to get the right Phoenix, no problem.
Your team has destroyed the right enemy Phoenix.
Looks like we have a fearless warrior on our hands. Double kill.
That is a double. It's just the Camazotz and the Artio left. Camazotz was in right lane. We're going to go ahead and get the Oni Fury. Just in case we somehow fail to take down the Titan, we'll at least have some lane pressure from the enhanced minions in each lane. Now we're going to push up middle. We were able to get the right Phoenix. The middle Phoenix is about to respawn. We're able to get the middle Phoenix, and I think we're going to be able to close it out right here. Yep, the other side. I don't think I recorded the stats for this game, so it won't be posted at the end. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I love this little Cern dance that's going on in the background. Bye-bye.